true value of self-confidence and how enjoyable life can be when you possess this powerful trait. But due to certain social and biological manipulations, most men now live without this hallmark of masculinity. Today, billions of men are going through life, afraid of nothing in particular. They can't explain why they fall apart in the face of adversity. They just know that, in those situations, their brains break down and their bodies betray them. However, to become truly confident, all you need to do is to distance yourself from this timid version of you. And these are the 5 traits that can help you build that bulletproof confidence. 1. Become competent. Become confident. When you understand your tools better than anyone else, you can always approach difficult situations with total confidence. For instance, think about Khabib Nurmagomedov's mixed martial arts career. Before dominating the lightweight division of the UFC, he had conquered Sambo and beaten every opponent he fought as a pro fighter. So, he didn't become an MMA GOAT by chance. He simply made sure that whenever he entered the octagon, he was in the best condition possible. And, as a masterful wrestler, he had learned to capitalize on his strengths on the ground. So, during his fights, all you could see was a man who had become one with his tools. And, due to this self-assurance, he said little in his pre-fight conferences. He was so sure of his competence against his opponents that he saw no reason to waste his words on them. When the bell rang, he simply exposed their weaknesses and earned their respect. Even though they were decorated pros themselves, he made them look mediocre with his superior skills. As a man, you shouldn't go through life just winging it, because that won't make you the type of man you want to be. Your goal must be to not only go pro, but to play at a level the world has never seen before. To achieve this, you must sit and ask yourself what the best in your field have done to excel. You must find out how the top professionals make it look so easy. 10 out of 10 times, it's because those men don't sit on their hands and wait for luck. Talent alone won't take you very far. In fact, it will make you a joke if you don't put in the time to work on it. As a man, you must prepare to perform optimally. So when you have to do your thing, you can do it confidently. 2. Write your own story. The unique thing about being a man is that every man has his own story. You're on a solo journey through life, and things can get pretty rough on this trip. However, you can make the road smoother for yourself by taking the pen out of life's hands. You must become the author of your story if you want to become confident. When you leave your life to the whims of the world, you become a slave to society. You can't be a confident man if you let someone else shape your destiny. You have to take your life into your hands and decide what's best for it. And you don't have to be Shakespeare to write your own story. Remember, you're not writing it for anyone but yourself. And because nobody knows your story better than you will be able to respond to its plot twists with the right attitude. Real life is nothing like the movies where a hero shows up to save the day. So, most times, you'll need to be your own hero. One way you can fail at writing your story is by letting your privileges steal your vision. The fact that you're watching this video right now means you're at least doing better than most people without a smart device or internet. And this means you enjoy a level of convenience that's not available to everybody. But a comfortable life can quickly become a trap if you're not careful. It's super easy to let yourself go when you have a safety net, but a reckless existence is not the kind of life that will give you the confidence you want. When you begin writing your own story, you start making positive choices in your life. You won't pig out on pizza or abandon your workout routine. It becomes easier for you to unplug from the matrix and enjoy life with less anxiety. And it is in these positive actions that you'll find your confidence in time. 3. Embrace change. Nothing scares a timid man like change, especially sudden change. Every man will have that moment in his life when something he thinks he understands will take a different shape. And, although this will be confusing at first, how he reacts to the difference will decide if he loses or wins at that moment. For example, the world is currently undergoing an AI revolution, but many men are out of the loop. They have no idea about what's happening to their world, mainly because the idea of a new world frightens them. But they forget that the world used to be quite different from what it is today. And those who drown in today's fears will miss the future completely. You have to stay informed about your environment because knowledge keeps you adaptable. Otherwise, in a couple of years, you will feel lost in your own world. However, this is just societal change. In your individual life, you must also hold on to your current identity, which might be a drunk or a slob. You will find it hard to adjust to living a more meaningful life. And this will affect your confidence levels. This is because, even though you desire the change, you hate the responsibility of this new personality. And this happens when you've gotten too comfortable with the old you. But if you really want to look like you call the shots in your life, you have to make change your friend. 4. Build a fighting spirit. Whether you like it or not, life will test you. As a man, life will test your masculinity many times, but your response to those tests must always be upbeat. There's a crazy quality to a man who smiles in the face of adversity. Something just says he's unbeatable. It's as if he goes to war with calculated madness. He knows he might lose his life in battle, but he also knows he won't fall until he has washed his blade with the enemy's blood. If you're always shying away from challenges, you'll never be confident. You can only earn that attribute through doggedness. Life is war, so you must learn to fight. It doesn't even matter if you have the best weapons. What matters is that you know how to use what you have to get what you want. A successful man is a battle-tested animal who's always prepared for anything. Every morning, you must wake up with the understanding that you may face some challenges during the day. And when you do, you must welcome them with open arms as you go into fight mode. You owe it to yourself to always give yourself a fighting chance. Your confidence level will generally improve as you tell yourself that difficult things are easy. Not because they are for everyone, but because you believe in your ability to bring them to their knees. 5. Know your worth. Before the world can appreciate your value, you must first value yourself. You can't walk around oozing with charisma if you don't know you're priceless. It's very easy to mask cowardice under false confidence, and many men do this very well. They get unnecessarily loud when they speak to appear bigger than they are, and they have that fake laugh that gives them away as total con jobs. Disgraceful. Body language speaks volumes about his confident nature because, even in stressful situations, he maintains a relaxed posture and demeanor. He doesn't do anything to try to look cool. He just is. Besides, their obvious flair. Even the billionaires among them don't show off their wallets because they don't let it define their worth. They are enlightened enough to know that if a Lamborghini and a mansion is what gives you confidence, then you'll be a very sad man when you see another man with twice as much as you have. This is why you can't place your value in your bank account. Money is just an external tool, and you should use it to your advantage. But when you can't find your confidence, you have to look inward at your self-worth and place a higher value on yourself. To become a confident man, you must take responsibility for your life. It's not enough to want to be confident. You must work for your confidence, because, like most other good things you desire, only you can give it to yourself, as it always comes from within first.